Rum Raisin Rusk pudding with its brown sugar topping and toasted almonds is irresistible. Also, so very easy to make. Use a rusk of your choice. I generally use an unflavoured one. I also soak golden raisins in dark rum. You can use rum extract if you prefer, or some orange juice. This is a very easy dessert to make. Start off by soaking your raisins in rum and then whisk together your eggs. We're going to create a delicious rich custard for this with vanilla extract, some condensed milk, some cream, some milk. Whisk it together. Make sure it's deeply flavored with vanilla. Once that's done, take a 9 by 13 inch pan. You can also halve this recipe, by the way, and create the first layer of rusks at the bottom. If your rusks fill perfectly, that's great. Otherwise, break them into bits to fit them into the gaps. You want to make sure that you have an even layer. Now brush this generously with melted butter. After that, pour half the rum and raisins over it. This will soak into the rusk and it will bring great flavor to your final dessert. Once that's done, pour in half the custard. While it is soaking, you can make the next layer of rusk. Do a final layer on top and repeat the same process all over again. You're going to brush this with butter and then you're going to put the remaining rum and raisin mixture over it. This will again soak into the rusk. The rusk is very dry and it absorbs all the custard beautifully and you get a great texture. Pour the remaining custard over it and let this sit for about half an hour. Add more custard over the top as it soaks it up. That's why we make an excess of custard in this bread pudding recipe. Press it down using a flat spatula. It's very important that all the rusk is soaked in the custard. You don't want any dry bits in your bread pudding. Do this a couple of times as it sits and soaks. Once that's done, cover the top with brown sugar and some sliced almonds. These will create a nice, crusty, golden and delicious topping for the bread pudding when it comes out. So you will have this crunchy topping on top and you will have a soft, custardy, creamy bread pudding at the bottom. Look at that, just delicious. Bake it at 325. It's a custard, remember, and the last 20 minutes you can do it 375 to brown the top. Make sure that it's not oozing liquid and that it's still a little jiggly. Cut yourself a delicious slice. Some people like to serve this with cream or with custard. I think it's just great on its own. It is so moist, so delicious, so buttery. The crunchy topping and the soft layers of rusk underneath. Just delicious. You can serve this warm the next day as well. Heat it up in the microwave. Keeps very well for a couple of days.